town. A restaurant and a hat.
What if it's a religious hat?
Not on the list. I just feel like maybe you can relate to our blue collar workers a little bit more, Tom.
Tim, I'm trying to. I'm really, really trying to.
So you're not a fan of this list so far?
So far, this list is garbage.
All right, well,
I would not even consider these two things hats.
What?
I mean, I would, but
a
in
hard
name
hat
alone.
is a hat. One time, you know what? I used to work in politics, Tom,
Mm-hmm.
and whenever there was like a new,
hard hat,
no, whenever there was a new,
like a groundbreaking or something.
Yeah. When there was a new like initiative, it's like we're building this thing. All the politicians would line up and wear hard hats as if they've ever like lifted a finger in their entire lives and done any ounce of manual labor.
Mm-hmm.
And early on, my job was to like hand out the hard hats at this thing.
Yeah.
And there was this one guy that would always be like, I'm not going to wear a hard hat in this picture. I'll pretend to dig with everybody else.
But I want everybody to know how dangerous I am.
Well, no, I think it was
how
just
little I care about workplace safety.
No, because there was nothing unsafe about it. It was a photo op in front of like a field.
Right.
It's like soon there will be a parking garage
soon
here.
there will be things that can drop on your head, but today you're
there's
safe.
nothing. So everybody wore, except for this one guy every time. You know what that guy's name is?
What?
Barack Obama.
Wow.
Not really. It's this this very disgraced
a politician.
Yeah, this guy that like might be in jail actually for being, but like he was smart enough not to wear a hard hat. I give him credit for that.
So he couldn't have been all that dumb, even if he might be in jail.
Tom, number 8.
I would just like to say though, I do like when I am someplace and they're like, "You're gonna have to wear a hard hat."
When the hell has that ever happened?
When you go to a place that's under construction.
Yeah, Tom.
A lot of times, Tim, I'm invited on tours of under
no,
construction.
Seriously, no. You know what? There's a time for joking. There's a time for being truthful. When have you ever been told you needed to wear a hard hat?
I'll tell you, when I worked for Apple, I went to many stores that were under construction and did have to wear a hard hat.
Bullshit. Number 8.
It was made out of aluminium. An aluminium hard hat you put on your head. And I'm Jonathan Ives. I made this helmet for you.
Man, that must have been a $45,000 helmet.
It was.
Wow. Johnny Ives, man.
Mm-hmm.
That guy's a charlatan, right?
Is that a charlatan?
Sucks.
You literally have an iPhone and a MacBook in front of you right now.
Oh, he's such a genius. It's a fucking phone and a computer.
Anyone could have done it.
I could make these things. Number 8, Tom.
Number 8.
It's a very surprising situation. We have a tie.
Tim, you made this list. There's not a way there could be a tie.
There's an intricate scoring system, and 2 of them tied. It's the Panama hat. It's tied for number 8 with the top hat.
What? Tim, those 2 hats can be any more dissimilar.
I'm not saying they're similar hats. I'm just saying on the ranking, they occupy the same slot.
Why didn't you make this a top 11? Or even better, like a top 5?
It's a top 10 list. Tell me, we have an hour to fill. You know this, right? Every week.
All right. So what's so great about you've never worn a Panama hat?
I can't pull it off, Tom, but don't you wish you were the kind of guy who could pull off a Panama hat? Because it's like, I could really relax. I'd be the kind of guy that could really take a load off and enjoy himself.
If you were literally Tommy Bahama.
Yeah.
Imagine the type of man
you were named after Tommy Bahama, and sadly, you never lived up to the name.
No. I've been to the Bahamas, but I've never worn... and actually, have I been to the Bahamas? Yeah, I think I've been to the Bahamas.
I don't know.
But I don't think I've ever worn a Bahama hat.
It's a Panama hat.
A Panama hat.
It's a straw hat.
I'm thinking of Tommy Bahama. I've never been to Panama.
Yeah, neither. Actually, they're mostly made in Ecuador.
That makes sense.
But it's look, everybody wishes they could pull off a Panama hat, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a top hat, the same, actually. You wish you could pull off a top hat. Don't you wish you could show up at a formal event and be like, I'm going to be dressed to the nines, and I'm not going to look like an asshole.
Right. Yeah, you can only do it...
Benedict Cumberbatch could probably pull off a top hat, right? Because you're like, he's so British already, I guess.
Yeah, you got to be like super British to pull off a top hat. Or you got to be somewhere where everyone's wearing a top hat.
Yeah.
Which, you know...
Or you got to be a
those types
magician.
of events are few and far between. Or a magician.
Yeah.
And a magician who's performing, not just like a magician who's, you know, at the grocery store.
No, you know what? I think a magician should be a magician all the time. Should a street magic situation? See, that's the problem with these highfalutin magicians. They're like, oh, I'll do tricks on stage, but whatever. And then you see them in the supermarket, and you're like, do a trick, and they're like, but I don't have my top hat from which to pull a rabbit out of. I was trying to use higher class language.
Higher class language.
Very limited vocabulary.
First off, stop following magicians places when they're trying to live their lives.
You're the one who said that you saw a magician at the supermarket, I think.
No, I'm saying that you don't see them. You don't, because they don't want to be bothered.
Well, they don't identify themselves.
Yeah, they don't want to be bothered.
Yeah, well, that's why they're going the way of the dang buffalo, Tom.
Yeah, but think about it. You're going to be a magician in a supermarket shopping, and the security guard comes over. Excuse me, sir, I'm going to have to check that hat. Make sure you don't have any... another
baked beans under there?
No, another customer told us you were putting carrots in there, and they heard something chewing up the carrots inside that hat. Oh,
well,
I'm just going to need to look in that hat.
The thing is, like, you bring a child there, it's not like, don't bring this child here. They're going to eat all the animal crackers.
Stop giving that kid bologna slices. Enough's enough.
I worked at a butcher shop, Tom.
We know. Timmy Bologna Skins.
Yeah, and I'd always cut a slice of bologna for the kids that came in.
Yeah, did you take the skin off it, you monster? Were you just feeding children plastic?
Oh, you're going to eat that. Listen, eating a little bit of plastic isn't worse than eating a slice of bologna.
If anything, it's probably better. It'll clean you out.
Yeah.
Where are we at? Number 7?
Number 7, Tom. A tricorn hat.
Tim, that hat's been out of style for a long time.
I know, but at one point, it was very much in style. And guess what, Tom?
Mm-hmm. It's not it's a tri-corner hat.
Well, not really.
It is. It's got 3 corners. It's not a tri-corn hat.
No, it's C-O-R-N-E.
C-O-R-N-E?
It's like an old English kind of thing, Tom. You wouldn't know. You're from the modern.
Yeah. I know. I have to explain this to you every week, Tim. I'm from the modern era.
I'm a regular kid in King Arthur's court over here.
What's so great about a tri-corner hat?
First of all, they used to be very fashionable.
Yeah, I know that, but so did
First of all, you were the one who said. Also, first of all, you were the one who said, "I hope this."
Well, only one thing can be first of all.
Earlier, you said, "I hope there are a lot of historical hats on this list."
I meant cool ones though, like the one Peter Pan wears.
The thing about really, Tom,
what?
That's not a historical hat.
Well, he's not around anymore.
It's because a dead guy wore it. Is Peter Pan dead? Do we have confirmation on this?
Who knows?
All right. Tri-corner hat, if you want to say. If you want to
sorry.
be look, it used to be fashionable, and now you know exactly. It's a good way to judge somebody. You know exactly what they're about. If you're trying to project an image and you're wearing a tri-corner hat,
yeah,
everybody knows exactly what your deal is.
That you're in the Revolutionary War?
No. Think about it.
Oh, that you're a patriot.
Yeah.
That you care about the Constitution. You care so much that you cosplay as it.
Exactly.
Constitution cosplayers.
That you'll freak out if a black man becomes president.
Yes, that's...
But you'll claim it's about like the national debt or something.
Yeah. You'll don't tread on me.
Yeah. So, like it's the perfect way to show people who you are. And I think that there's value in that.
If you're a person like that, or if you're a historical reenactor.
Exactly. Number 6, Tom. Mm-hmm. The toque.
What is that?
Oh, it's a chef's hat.
Well, just call it a chef's hat.
Well, I'm a fancy lad.
How do you spell it?
Toque.
Q-U-E. That's torque. You're talking about torque, Tim. It's a car thing. You're
right. Torque is a car thing.
How many horses you got under that hat? Under that chef's hat?
No, it's how many shrimp cocktails have you made tonight?
Oh, how many shrimp cocktails have you made tonight?
Yeah, that's what you ask a chef.
Is that a sex thing? Is that
no, it's what you ask a chef, because it's like, oh yeah, business was good. I made 45 free shrimp cocktails. It's a good barometer. It's a good measure of how many people were eating at your restaurant that night.
It sounds like it's code. Like, how many shrimp cocktails you make tonight? And then the secret door opens.
Have you ever gone to a place where you needed to give a secret phrase to get in?
Yeah, but not like for real.
Yeah, I know. Don't you like? I'm a little afraid.
Only places where it's like, ooh, look at how neat we are.
Yeah.
You have to say a phrase.
Yeah, I've been on the list at places.
Yeah.
But anybody could get on a list.
Yeah.
Just call ahead. Can't believe they call it reservations.
So you're just bragging about calling ahead a few times.
Yeah.
Why is a chef's hat like a chef's hat?
The world may never know.
No,
but
you didn't. You put this on the list, and you.
What do you mean? It doesn't serve a functional purpose, if that's what you're asking. There, you don't like.
Surely it does.
It doesn't hold
Why
the
does it look
flower
like
or
that?
anything.
It doesn't.
It's just because what? Okay, what? I was gonna ask what functional purpose a hard hat. But I know things fall sometimes at construction sites.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
I mean, a chef's hat's not going to protect you against anything.
But again, a chef's hat. If somebody walks up wearing a chef's hat, you know exactly what that guy's about.
Yeah.
Cooking delicious food, hopefully at a reasonable price. Are you hiring? Do you know where to post your job to find the best candidates? Tom, I'm talking to you.
Yeah, I've told you, Tim, for the last time, I'm not hiring. You can't have the job.
Posting your job in one place isn't enough to find quality candidates. If you want to find the perfect hire, you need to post your job on all the top job sites, and now you can.
I bet you couldn't even name all the top job sites. There's so many.
You talking to me?
Yeah, anybody.
Yeah. Well, with ZipRecruiter.com, you can post your job to 200-plus job sites. I can't even name 4.
No. I couldn't even name 4 jobs.
Including social media networks like Facebook and Twitter. I've heard of those. All with a single click.
Mm-hmm.
Find candidates in any city or industry nationwide. Just post once and watch your qualified candidates roll in to ZipRecruiter's easy-to-use interface. Tom?
Yeah.
No juggling emails or calls to your office, your sad, depressing office, Tom. I've been there.
The place is run like a well-oiled machine.
This weird linoleum floors. I hate it. Quickly screen candidates, rate them, and hire the right person fast. Find out today why ZipRecruiter has been used by Fortune 100 companies and thousands of small and medium-sized businesses.
2 things. Fortune 100, better than Fortune 500.
Yeah. 5 times better, I think.
The second thing, the linoleum makes cleanup very easy.
Yeah.
Well, when you're in my line of work.
Yeah. And right now, Tom, our listeners can post jobs on ZipRecruiter for free by going to ZipRecruiter.com/first. That's ZipRecruiter.com/first. One more time, to try it for free, go to ZipRecruiter.com/first.
Tim, I think it's time for you to make your next move.
Me too. New podcast partner, I think. Maybe.
No, not that. No, Tim, I'm talking about Squarespace.
Oh, a website. Yeah,
you can create a beautiful website or an online store, or hey, why not both? You don't have to choose with award-winning templates and award-winning service. Tim,
So many awards.
These
The Squarespace
guys-
office, you walk in and you're blinded by golden